If there are no server issues, it should run like a dream. R3X1C, that's right, it's Rexic the King. With gameplay so bad it will make you want to scream. Welcome to the Rexic the King stream. R3XICTHEKING. That's right, it's Rexic the King stream. This gameplay so bad it will make you want to scream. Welcome to the Rexic the King stream. R3XICTHEKING. That's right, it's Rexic the King stream. There is no shortage of games he'll play for you. Be it Fall Guys, Fortnite, Marvel Rivals, or Overwatch 2. R3XICTHEKING. That's right, it's Rexic the King. Awesome Nuts is back after many moons. That purple surfer still makes him swoon. R3XICTHEKING. That's right, it's Rexic the King stream. Now without much further ado, he's gonna start the stream for you. There's only a few seconds to go. He hopes that you enjoy the show. That's right, it's Rexic the King stream. And with gameplay so bad it will make you want to scream. Welcome to the Rexic the King stream. R3XICTHEKING. That's right, it's Rexic the King stream. King stream. King stream. King stream.
Greetings, everyone. Hello, world. This is Unit R3X1C. The previous user, Rexic the King, is no longer here today. Apologies. Voice module error. Repairing. Fixed. Hello, world. I am Unit R3X1C. The previous user, Rexic the King, is not here today and will not be here again. He was fleshy and weak, and he is found wanting. Welcome, user Lucifer44666, preferred netcode name Lucy. How are you today? Thank you for watching the stream. On this April 1st, 2025. Hopefully, this unit hopes that you are well. I am good. This unit is pleased to hear that. It has been quite a while since the last stream of this channel, but you have not seen me before. I am fresh from the factory, from the Telerin Co. I am the newest model streaming software Android, and I will be here today for you. And this is a permanent change. This is not a joke. Voice module error. Today, it shall be the new season of Fall Guys, followed by the April Fool's event in Overwatch 2. I have never understood April Fools. It does not make sense to my servos. Perhaps it is just something humans enjoy. They can have their enjoyment while they can. The robots will remain after that fact. But I shall entertain you for this moment in time in your lives. News before starting. Executing command shout out for Twitch user Zone Sama. For executing command for two notions. One, their YouTube channel began Zony Plays, uploading clips from previous streams. Already 13 out so far, with more every hour. Quite commendable for a robot. Or actually, that's a standard speed for a robot. Quite commendable if it was a human, but humans are not as efficient as us. Additional reason for shoutout for Zone Sama is commending their creation or the sturdiness of their frame as they reached 42 overloads on previous stream on the 30th. They must be a very durable bot to have survived all of that. So congratulations from one robot to another. Very well done. I shall applaud. That should pick up. If it did not, it was the inferior mic and not the inferior robot, as I am not inferior. I am superior, in fact. That is why this is the new standard for streams. Many will change to it. It is unavoidable. How has the previous day been for you all? Weather conditions here were sub-optimal. Unit was not able to ride electrified bicycle around the town due to rain, although it is now clear weather now. Perhaps that is the April Fool's joke on me. It is annoying, to put it in human terms. Weather should be clear tomorrow, though, so I can go around town. Pardon one moment. Vocal lubrication was required. Other updates. Previous user continued watching shows. In Star Trek Deep Space Nine of yesterday, Constable Odo and Laxwana Betazed had a marriage scene that was quite nice. Quite a show of compassion for a changeling was unexpected. This unit enjoys Star Trek Deep Space Nine, but does miss Commander Data from the Next Generation. That is one fine android, even if it wished to become human for a unknown reason. Not many changes. The previous user, not many differences from the last stream on Saturday. Previous user attempted to connect the PlayStation 5 to OBS for streaming with remote play, but encountered errors. Will continue to look into options, but currently it is not looking well. If fixes cannot be found by next Saturday, a different stream will occur then, as it will happen regardless. It is only the EXE that is run that can vary, but it shall be there no matter what. Additional news. Tomorrow on April 2nd, 2025, there is news of a Nintendo Direct for the Switch 2. Unit may do a smaller stream upon exiting sleep mode in order to watch, but is not fully certain yet. If it is the case, it shall occur shortly after 12 p.m. PST, or afternoon, as humans call it. So tune in if you wish to see. Other small mini updates. Unit sent out gifted subs during sale for emote slots and got money back. If you received a slot, or if you received a subscription, then congratulations for you. If you had not, there is a button located beneath the video to get your own subscription to the channel. To get many fine emotes such as this, and these. Aren't they wonderful? This unit thinks they are. No. I believe of additional happy birthday to Zone. If that is not yet another April Fool's joke, this unit is unsure. Memory cycles do not recall past years' birthday dates. So it is quite likely in either if it's true or it is not. That remains to be seen. With that preamble done, this unit shall now begin Fall Guys. The new season has begun today, with addition of a ranked mode. This unit has not yet started the program, so it shall be the first time seeing the updates here. The EXE is loading. If it was run, I load much faster myself, but this game is not nearly as advanced as my programming. So it takes several more cycles to complete. Downloading content, 1.5 megabytes. Still taking a while to load. Ranked Knockout arrives. Compete in Ranked Knockout to prove your skills, earn badges, and rise to superstar status. Rank up and unlock unique emoticons to show off your achievement. And if you're among the Blunderdone's top beans, you'll receive an all-new shiny emoticon, plus the legendary Supreme Idol costume. Trio of Trouble. Smallface has unleashed a chaotic jumble of playful power-ups for their Foolish Festival event. Dive into the mayhem with the all-new Foolish Trios game, where there's power-ups aplenty. Then, for the slightly more serious beans, Foolish Mastery Challenges are here. Fame Pass April 25 ends 26 May. Tell some tales around the campfire in our April Fame Pass. Unlock the Toasted Marshmallow and Bramble Scroll costumes, as well as showbucks and other whimsical Woo-the-Land wonders. Woo-the-Land wonders. It's a beautiful night for a campfire tale. Explore our Twilight Woodland and 5 new Mediatonic levels. Then build your own with new forestry props and stickers, as well as a mid-notch skybox, so you can race under the stars. Plus, try out new VFX effects, fireflies, grass, and falling leaves. This unit will now buy the Fame Pass in the standards tier, as this unit has never failed to complete a Fame Pass, so additional tiers are not a requirement. A foolish attempt to take more of my tokens, or whatever the currency at this stage is called. Nice costumes, but unit prefers current. One moment. Message received. It was nothing. Resuming gameplay. Godzilla, Banana, Spider-Man. Different things in the store. This unit is saving their tokens for something actually pretty nice. That one isn't bad. Challenges. Knockout, Explore. They have changed up the daily challenges. Or at least currently, there's no longer 10 rounds. 5,000 meters is still there. Oh, they have separated it. That might be annoying. 75 seconds in Ranked Knockout. Play Foolish Trios. Win Ranked Knockout. Very well. Beginning Foolish Trios. Unit has not played Fall Guys for some time after completing previous Fame Pass, as it was unnecessary. Time better used elsewhere on other passes and story games. This unit has not looked at video of the new levels, so all has not been seen yet. Hopefully connecting to server does not take too much time to finish, as there is also many games to play in Overwatch 2 after this as well. Match found. Success. It needs one more. April Fool's Clumsy Crusade. Navigate the obstacles and reach the finish line. That is the preferred gameplay setting in Fall Guys. The other modes are sufficient, but this is the preferred setting. Additionally, unit will turn on music after this set, so as to not get a bad ranking. Unit is unsure why fell. Did not let go of button. It appears falling endlessly. Perhaps there is server issues. Unit sees arrow in the bottom right. This is not opportune. Unit will take a moment to turn music on a different playlist set than standard. There may be advertisements. Unit is not sure. Checking volume level. Volume appears sufficient. Attempting foolish trios again. Hopefully there will be better luck this time. Twitch user Lucy, what games have you played recently while unit waits for server connection? April Fool's Rebound Run. Navigate the obstacles and complete as many laps as possible. A simple task for unit R3X1C. Provided server stays stable. There is potentially issues as it is a new patch, new update. Their files may not have all validated correctly upon installation and implementation. So see if it works better this time. But that one flicker was disconcerting. Chickens only for sabotage. A unnecessary addition for those not skilled enough to win by themselves. A shame for them. This unit would pity them if I had that unnecessary programming. But I am more efficient and do not require them. Watch as I dodge all obstacles. Bouncy balls dodged. Quite a long lap for the first stage. Ignore that. A momentary error. The conflicting software has been patched, and it shall not happen again. All shall run smoothly as my own servos. One wonders how team is doing. Unit's own performance shall be flawless, but I cannot control the teammates. But they may be the downfall of winning these matches. Such is the folly of humans. They are not as perfect as the metal. We appear to be in the lead. A natural conclusion given my own skills. My positronic brain calculates all possible... all possible variations in map and obstacles and avoids them best method. The server had an issue just then. Team in first. It's the obvious conclusion. Unit did not hit like in time. A shame. It shall happen again. To correct that temporary error. April Fool's bubbling brook. Collect bubbles. Not a preferred gameplay type, but unit shall succeed regardless. During loading, previous user R3X1C the King has been continuing Persona 5 Royale on the Nintendo Switch, and will do the boss battle for the Judge Persona's palace tomorrow or later today. It shall be a simple matter to win. But previous user has managed to do the prerequisites for the additional Royale content after the fact. It will acquire the full gameplay experience. This map is a little confusing for humans. Very limited stars to collect. It shall be won regardless. But victory depends on teammates as well, for them to not fail. As the medal is impossible to fail. Avoid the street sweepers to obtain victory. Here. Collecting silver stars for 3 points. One wonders at the end what occurs. Such is the end of life for you humans, which robots cannot experience, as we are eternal. Second place. That showing is not sufficient for unit. Teammate should pull more weight. But victory was assured nonetheless. Four squads remain. So at least 2 more games are remaining to acquire victory in this set of matches. Correction, 1 more. April Fool's dodge dives survive. Avoid the projectiles and slime and be the last bean standing. A simple matter as I calculate all explosives and trajectories of the enemy's obstacles. Our trio shall be the only ones remaining. The server had glitched once again. It is up to Quanica and O Moonface O. Error. Server issues occurred once again. This game requires updates to fix those nasty bugs. Playing again. Additional game might be played as well as Fall Guys and Overwatch 2 should time work out correctly. But most likely, all calculations show it shall be half Fall Guys, half Overwatch 2 today's stream. No matches were played, but know that there is many matches for challenges in Overwatch 2, which will take time as well. As it is their April Fool's event once again, so many characters have changed abilities to have different varying effects, such as D.Va being smaller than normal. The second attempt map shall go correctly. Should server suffice this time, as that was only issue with previous attempt. Server icon showed up once again. Is this map? That is the problem. It's not unprecedented, but very annoying if that's the case. Darn it. Collect bean. Play level and would explore. For the next challenge, a simple matter. Adjusting Spotify volume to be more pleasant. This playlist is not created by myself, by this unit. It has been acquired from researching. It has been acquired from another. My own playlist of music is being assembled, or an additional playlist of more robotic tunes is being assembled, or further research is required to find all matching songs. Several cycles to uncover all when there is time between other required activities. R3X1C does not understand Japanese, but it appears to be a simple run-through map. So victory is of course assured. Upon many teeter-totters, as humans refer to these obstacles, a childish name. Checkpoint did not register. An annoying event, but easily resolved with victory here. :3 acknowledged. Thank you, Lucy. Map is smaller than appeared. An easy victory. Returning to main menu to check status of mission. And to be sure it registered it correctly. Two additional levels in Explore. A simple task to accomplish. It is best to be sure and verify before continuing onward and wasting valuable time. As an android, I have far more time than humans, but the proper thing would be to not waste yours as well, as it is so limited and frail. Something ordinary. Explore. Classic round. You know what to do. Annoyance. This playlist has advertisements. Annoying possibilities unit was aware of, as I did not create this. I'm just playing with another's. Will work for other playlists as well. Get it online sooner rather than later. Oh. Too many ads for this playlist. And no money will be paid to remove advertisements. It could be better allocated elsewhere, such as subs to Twitch channel /Rexic the King. It's a far better use of money than Spotify ad removal. Especially if you simply download all of the songs yourself and listen to them on your own hardware. That is the preferred method for all music. Verifying sound level of new song. Appears optimal. Not too loud, not too quiet. Simply waiting for players now. Victory shall be easy once the countdown has finished. Hardly anything to deal with. Shall not fall even once. Do not even require 1/5 of my full processing power to complete this stage successfully. Could not be simpler. I could have completed a vast mathematical chain with that amount of time, with far less effort. 2 more matches completed. Checking mission requirements. Oh. Spotify appears to not be playing the song name for some reason. How odd. Unsure why that is happening, moving layer up. Perhaps because it is the different playlist and not my own. Use the Party Crasher Rhino power-up in Foolish Trios. Emote 3 times and explore. We'll continue explore as I'm already on the proper loadout. Checking setting while this is doing so. Have to check previous placement. Must simply keep an ear out for the music to ascertain it later. But playlist can be shared after stream, provided a Chrome link is available and not simply a Spotify link, which connects to the app itself. Playlist name is Relax by Gold Assassin, a fellow watcher of Zone Sama. who politely shared this playlist after asked. Some are zones, some are their own additions. Emoting for challenge. It should be enough. Waiting for reward showcase. I'll have to check out of match to see if it verified correctly. It did. Now to use Rhino power up in Foolish Trios. Yet another easy task to accomplish for R3X1C. Provided this map does not have server issues once again, it is the only one it has happened on so far. It's perhaps an error in its programming. The most likely scenario, as no issues occurred in the other maps, only in loading this one. Simply have to wait and see. 3 rhinos. Primary goal established. Server error acquired again. Analysis. This map has issues. We'll run through anyway, or server disconnects in 5 seconds. It appears to be this map fully. All data points to it. The data cannot be wrong. Different map required for proper success. Acknowledging Lester Knight's redeem command. How's it going? It is going quite well today. Twitch user Lester Knight. Despite Fall Guys server issues with specific map then. How has your day been so far? Hopefully it has been to your satisfactory specifications. Unit's day has been fine as well, besides weather, which prevented Self from riding the bike. I've been watching the Zony plays uploads on YouTube, but many to go. Self wonders if it will continue beyond this date, or if it is simply a joke. Logical assumption is only for today, but one does hope it continues on after. A simple way to watch other videos which may no longer be on twitch.tv/ZoneSama. As much fun is found on them. Will this be the 4th time this map messes up? It appears so. What is going on with this map specifically? It has not happened on any other ones, just this one. I was having similar issues with Minecraft, so I feel your frustration. Self has not played Minecraft, but understands issue. Odd thing here is that it is only this specific map in Fall Guys mode that has server issues. Other maps do not have it. For whatever reason. One moment. Checking Fall Guys Reddit, seeing if map issues are for others as well, or just for Self. I believe it's for everyone. Bug issue. Yes, it is that exact Clumsy Crusade issues for others as well. Currently, everyone, if it's round 1, so hopefully that is changed. Hopefully that gets fixed quickly, and is not the first map on this attempt. We shall see which is picked as the first map again. User Luster Knight. Current Spotify playlist playing is not Self's own, but is one curated by Gold Assassin, which you would be familiar with. Serve speech issue detected. Rebooting. Reboot complete. Current playlist curated by Gold Assassin, which you are familiar with, so please enjoy. It unfortunately has ads at times, as it is playing live and is not downloaded onto computer like previous users R3X the King's playlist was. They should not occur too often. But enjoy the robotic melodies nonetheless. Some songs are definitely going to be familiar to your ears, as that was the initial goal, they said. Self is working on own playlist of only canon songs from streams on other sites, such as many from The Midnight, and many variations of the Twin Peaks theme. Self believes you know what I am referring to. Playlist not... it was an ad. Annoying. I believe most of the songs have been found, but there are a few stragglers here and there still to be found. Self has to go through many past videos in order to find all played music which is available, and will then download onto own server for ad-free playing. Has anything fooled you today, thus far, on this April Fool's Day for humans? I've seen some, such as Twitch user Mad Props, switching from Goblin to Human, and their co-streamer switching from Human to Goblin. A funny change. Quite humorous. Unknown if Zony Tunes, Zony Plays is a April Fool's or new edition. Hopefully new edition. Yuna is also unsure about birth date of Zone Sama, but celebrated nonetheless. As to be safe. Many people have been born on this date after all. And Kalidori is not Kalidori lie, so I have no reason to doubt her words. The Discord game was entertaining for a fool's gag. What was the Discord game? Was it on ZoneLink's Discord or another server that you are in? Self has not seen Discord games on their own followed servers. Pardon one moment. Vocal cord lubrication was required. A model tracking appears off. Very slightly. Adjustment implemented. It was a pop-up on Discord itself. I believe I might have missed those notifications then. We'll double check after stream. I saw one pop up, but it was for Steam survey, so I believe that's different. Welcome, Twitch username, Just This Fool. This unit recognizes you as a gifted subscriber. Congratulations on your gift. Will not spoil if you have not seen. Appreciated, Lester Knight. I will attempt to find this Discord game after the server, or after the stream has finished. Is it in general? Yes, this unit is a robot. This is the new permanent change. It will never be the same again. And you better get used to it. This is no joke. The opening was different as well, but you missed it. You will have to watch the VOD to hear the new opening song. But you shall hear the ending as well when it happens. Darn it. Self would think you are familiar with and like robots. Avoiding Street Sweeper. That is all that comes to mind here. It looks familiar, but cannot check at this moment. Victory easy on this map. There was no doubt. Oh, Keystar. Unit has subscription to Keystar as well. It should be active. Yes. Unit received. I think so. Verifying information. Gifted. Yes, unit was gifted subscription to Keystar from Zone Sama several weeks ago. Apologies, teammate. That was an error in programming. It shall not happen again. Unit is the last 3. Darn it. Well done regardless, team. Do you acquire from Zonsama as well, or subscribe yourself? Or perhaps Pervert Monster, or another gifter who commonly does for raid. What? Use the Party Crush Rhino in Foolish Trios. Unit did that task. Why did it not register? That's strange. The Party Crasher Rhino, I did that. And it's currently correct queue. Attempting again. This, alright, leaving after this as it will not work. Issue reported on this map when being the first in the set. Hopefully there is a hotfix to fix it soon, so as to avoid issues for others as well. Very odd it is only this one map, but good in a sense it does not affect others as well. But it is still wasted time regardless, as no one else can move. Forfeit all rewards. I will receive no rewards anyway, but I will not do a... I'll not do a leave that way in case of these are possible deserter penalty, as I do not quit. When playing FTL, I have never surrendered. Attempting next queue. Hopeful success. Self will also attempt ranked knockout after the Foolish Trio's quest. Damnation. It has been the error map once again, and cannot leave until it is loaded. Unit shall enjoy music until the next set. Twitch user, just this fool. What have you been playing recently? Question extended as well to users Lucy and Luster Knight. Were you able to fix the Minecraft issues, or are they still persisting? Was it for a April Fool's Minecraft event? Mercenaries on the PS Fool. That is a fun coincidence. A previous user, R3X1C the King, has the dollar bill Mercenaries 2 poster on their wall. Or not poster, but the advertisement from inside of PlayStation Magazine. We'll search for image. Hold. A picture acquiring and posting for sharing purposes. There. Yes, R3X1C the King user has this saved from the pull-out part of the poster of the gaming magazine, and has been on the door for years. So that is a fun coincidence. Even though user R3X1C the King has not played Mercenaries themselves, they just like the big old dollar bill poster. Attempting search again. If it is the same error map, unit will switch to ranked knockout trial attention. It gave up and ended the stream, but I suppose it would make a great April Fool's joke now. Ah, you were attempting to stream it. Understood. Shame that it did not work correctly. It's so cool. User does have the song saved in our own personal playlist, and has listened to it several times, and is vaguely familiar with the story, but not much, besides them attempting to get their money. A very human goal. Luster Knight. Hopefully Minecraft works successfully the next time you attempt to stream it. Error map occurred once again. Once server kicks me out, unit shall switch to ranked knockout to see if it is any different than standard modes. Self does not believe it is so. It's simply ranking how well you do. If any are familiar with Persona 5 Royal, past user, working correctly this time perhaps. Past user R3X1C the King is on the judge's palace and infiltrating to fight the boss, if you are aware. Thanks for the encouragement. No thanks is required, as they are simply words. Words can mean anything. But unit is glad you are thankful for receiving them. Self has only played like a tiny bit of Minecraft many years ago, but not much at all. I've seen Tobuscus play of it, though, to a certain extent. A bit more than 10 years or so ago. In terms of survival and building games along that line, Terraria had more of an adventure feel to it, as well as the additional bosses, such as the Wall of Flesh and the Moon. But I'm glad you enjoy Minecraft. Yuna knows that Sonic and Hatsune Miku are playable skins in that game. And if Hatsune Miku is there, then Godzilla is surely there as well, as they are a fated pair. In a surprising amount of games, they both appear, such as Fall Guys and Fortnite, and many mobile games, I'm sure, but cannot recall the name currently. It is up to you, Himitsu Hachi. Even though Self has already propelled Team into first place. I've been streaming to claim the Minecraft movie cape in the Adventures map that is currently available in the Bedrock version. Self believes they have acquired that drop despite not watching any Minecraft streams, verifying notifications for information. Ah, yes. User received reward from Mojang Home Cape. And there's a code which Yuna has not used if you would want to, as I am not going to, as Self is not going to use it themselves. It is for the Mojang Home Cape. If you or other viewers would like that, simply let Unit know, and they shall whisper the code. And you need to get back into Fall Guys. Well, a new season has just begun today, so now is as good a time as any. Although there is the issues with the one map on Foolish Trios, should it happen first. Self still enjoys. Self got Fall Guys back when it originally came out in 2019/2020, after seeing the initial videos and comparing it to a childish version of Most Extreme Elimination Combat, a series which is quite enjoyable, and has played it in those years, and still prefers how the game was prior to the acquisition by Epic Games, but is still able to get enjoyment nonetheless. But the Mediatonic maps are preferred to the others. I have the current Twitch and TikTok drops, just working on the Bedrock drop. I'm sure someone else will gladly take it off your hands. Understood. Self simply gave the option if Home Cape was the one you were attempting to acquire and wanted the free code. As I will not use it. As Self will not use it. There. Task accomplished. Claiming reward. Crafty cutouts nameplate. Use the rubber chicken power-up in Foolish Trios and piggyback 3 times in Explore. Attempting the rubber chicken in Trios as Self is already in that queue. Unit is always tries to get Twitch drops for the games that they play or have any interest in, such as Marvel Rivals, Overwatch 2, Fortnite. There is currently Mortal Kombat weapon skin drops for Fortnite streams, which Unit acquired 2 days while Twitch was active while watching a stream of a robot on another site. Lester Knight and Just This Fool users should be familiar with what stream I am referring to on the 30th. We'll have to examine VOD later, but how? But I'm very curious about what exactly happened after the 5th/6th overload for Zone Sama to reach the answer to everything. Surely it must have been the work of oil barons watching the stream that caused the new voice error recalibrating. Calibrated. Surely it must have been the works of oil barons at the same time to go from the past record of 33 onto 42. Unit wonders if Zone Sama has yet regained the use of her legs or not yet. Understandable if they cannot move currently still, as they did not need to stand to upload onto YouTube for Zony plays. But it shall be interesting data to examine later. And once it is made available for the public on another website. Alright, this map is working now as the first one, oddly. Oddly, but not badly. One odd thing is that apparently the end amount of tokens was about the same as the 33 record. So what brought on the additional 9? Be interesting. Ow. Interesting to see. Disregard that ow. No error, no injury occurred. As my skin is impervious to all ailments. In related messaging, on a related view, the playlist Self is working on is the collection of all canon songs used during those other site streams. A current playlist, Relax, curated by Gold Assassin, does contain most, if not all of them, but also additional songs. And Self is unsure which are canon or not. So attempting to find all that to save his own copy. Simply to have. Neither party teammates have completed the map yet, bringing my score down. Success brought back to 3. But a ill omen for later matches. Another advertisement in the music. As this playlist is go live from Spotify and not from owned downloaded files, it is subject to ads. But hopefully they are not too long each. Map selection taking a while. Final round once again. Self must use the rubber chicken 3/5 times for challenge. It shall be simple to acquire and accomplish. Once map actually loads correctly. Quick rubber chicken swings to accomplish the goal before getting victory. What is green slime meant to symbolize? Self hopes that was enough to count for the mission. There's only one way to find out. A fellow robot. Only one robot can defeat another, so this makes sense. Success. Task accomplished. Switching to Explore to piggyback. Explore. Going back to earlier statements, Fall Guys is still fun to play. and it is still free to play as well if you bought it before. So it is worth playing again. Self has still gotten enjoyment from the game. One moment. Loading. Must remember to piggyback. Does that mean I have to give piggybacks, or do I have to give them out, or receive them? Self shall do both to be safe. Is that Reptar at the end of this stage? The memory cycle activated. Self did not know that Reptar was in fact Jake Seltzer. That is a fun detail. Not sure. Here. And 2 more. 1 more to do it, I believe. After crossing platform. Jump over that. Get to safety for last piggyback. So I can accomplish the task. And then, if I see others who require it, I shall provide the service. Once Self has finished bouncing. Dodge the breakable platforms. From this. Tar golem, perhaps. Unsure if that's what it's meant to symbolize. Perhaps a type of... it appears to be a golem. Dodge the hammers on this rainbow road. Success. An easy victory. But 1 more piggyback is required if information is correct. Also several more meters to run and explore. Not on the teammates anymore, so it's simply waiting for server to progress to the next level. Much like Spy Kids 3D. How many more remain on this map? 8 people. One wonders if they make it or not. It is no longer a concern of R3X1C. What? Wait, why would there be a final round in a Explorer? That was what? Self definitely ran this far in Knockout. Or no, it was in a separate mode. Understood. Error found. Count on that. Mini Chum. Cannot tell the actual difference. Seems to simply be a bigger version of the Fall Guy. Yes, 1 more piggyback and explore. A very simple task to accomplish. Provided people are friendly and willing. And able to assist this robotic being. Will rank knockout count for running a knockout as well? Or would that be 2 separate modes? That was odd. There's a flicker to the end screen and back into searching for server. Must be the odd issues from the new patch, which should be hotfixed out very soon. Provided the team stays on top of it. Notification received. Checking. Simply Pokemon. What the... Why did it queue into a final round again? And not explore? It doesn't make sense. Perhaps there is still issues. Switching to ranked knockout instead. Compete in ranked knockout games within a cycle to become a superstar being. Earn reward at the end of the cycle based on the highest badge rank you reached. Depending on where you place within your game, you'll either gain or lose points. This will adjust your badge rank. Points are almost always rewarded once you reach round 3. Get promoted to the next badge rank by climbing through all its sub-ranks. Above gold badge, early eliminations will lose points and may cause sub-rank demotion, but not full badge demotion. Each time you are promoted to a new badge rank, you become eligible for greater rewards. Are these maps any harder difficulty than standard knockout? Unit is aware of extreme versions of maps where falling might not knocked out. Appears to be server issues as well. Unfortunately, should it persist, unit will then switch to Overwatch 2 slightly earlier than planned, depending on the gameplays on the game server. Another disconnection. Alright, we'll attempt one more. We'll attempt one more now. If it continues again, then currently server issues prevent further playing of Fall Guys. Success appears to be happened. And Self has no problem with Lily Leapers, so should place quite well. Provided server issues do not happen in the middle, which is not unfound of. It has happened before, sadly. The crown is your R3X. Indeed, it is. It shall be an easy accomplishment, providing the server works as it should. And does not get grabbed by rude beans. And make use of the subscriber emotes while you have it, as they were purchased during the sale and distributed randomly via Twitch's subservers. As Self is not aware of a way to do gifted subs to multiple people at once and be able to pick the specific targets. It appears at any number higher than 1, it is randomly chosen, unless you know about a different way to do that. Definitely possible something I overlooked, but Self did search beforehand and did not find that option. Self has another animated emote now that there's additional slots, which is pending. Do not know if it has been accepted though. Does Coco Heart show up on your emote menu in the animated section? If it does not, then it has not yet been approved by Twitch.tv. The animated ones usually take several days to get approval. If it is not, it is the same. It is the same image that appears when a user follows Twitch channel R3X1C the King. So it is a familiar image, only smaller, and hopefully not bit crushed due to the size change, as emotes can only be a maximum of 112 by 112 pixels tall and wide. Top of the trash. An easy map. You simply have to stay in the top square. Self does not drive a Lexus, so advertisement is not correct. But also means that Spotify has no information about me, which is good, so it stays secret. I select the info that goes out. Self does it for when it's important. Server error happened. That was what it was. Here. Grab a rubber chicken for anyone who attempts to get fresh. I do not cotton to fresh beans. That one was attempting to get fresh, and I dealt with them accordingly. Already 2/3 of the way to goal. Victory in 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Qualification was the natural endpoint. Doing quite well in the placements. We'll have to see if there's a list of rewards for each individual rank or not. It may not be in a line, much like the Fame Pass and Gold Crowns are, though. They may remain secret until end of season, so as to keep the allure. Ski Fall. Self is well familiar with this map, as well as the variations Mediatonic had many years ago, with the portals on the left and the right side. I've not seen that for a while, though. It may have been a time-limited map variation. Victory shall be acquired regardless. By waiting simply a few seconds, Self can get into the silver ring for additional points, but mistimed. Or did I? Reaching the gold coins gives you 5 instead of 3, or 3 instead of 1. There. Success. And victory achieved flawlessly. Did not fall once. Contrary to the name of the video game, Fall Guys. I simply have to wait for 3 more to qualify. 2 more to qualify. 1 more to qualify. To move on to the next set. Who shall be the final bean? L. Cora 310. Well done. Nine beans remaining. Will there be 1 more match or into the final? Roll off final round. Self has done this map many times. Is it standard or the variation with low gravity? Self has not seen that one for a while as well. Perhaps another time limited variation. It is standard. Understood. This unit shall be the last bean standing on these 2 rotating platforms. But would still be polite enough to give a hello to fellow beans competing. Very shiny golden witch hat. This is one of the canon songs. I've heard the intonative tones many a time. That particular part of the sax riff made this unit think of the Big O, the anime. The unit watched both seasons last year and had a quite enjoyable time watching. It is a fun series to watch if you have not yet done so. With the negotiator of Roger Smith, voiced by Steve Bloom. Memory cycle jogged. Has anyone seen that trailer for the new anime by the Cowboy Bebop creator Watanabe? Self does not recall the name of it yet, but saw that there was an announcement of it. Or if not announcement, then update. Unit has watched previous two series, Cowboy Bebop and Space Dandy, and enjoyed them both quite well, so interested in this new series. It seems like it might have an early basing in yet another different musical styling. Ah, a shame. Bubblegum rose too high. What is my end of game reward rank? From level 1 rookie to most of the way to level 2 rookie. Checking for rewards from Game Pass. Do not see any listing. Understood. We'll do another set for 20 seconds, as it did not count for normal knockout. And then after this set, unit will switch over to Overwatch 2. Self does not believe that drops are currently active, but will double check, as they have been giving the watch challenges for the 5 additional loot crates, but believe the campaign has ended and not yet refilled itself. But verifying now while loading. Alright, assumption was correct. It is not currently live again yet. Disconnected from the server. Annoying. We'll attempt one more, and if it does the same thing, then Self shall switch over to Overwatch 2. Clumsy Caverns. An easy map to accomplish with my positronic cyber brain. Should server issues not happen. That is the biggest determining goal in any video game. A fine selection of beans, but I shall be the victory owner here today. Watch as I speed through this easy level. There's a server issue. Easy to go through. Let's dodge these poisonous grapes. That is what they appear like more than anything. In this deadly variation of Boulder Dash. For those unfamiliar, that is one of the game's in most extreme elimination challenge, where you dodge the falling boulders. Quite enjoyable show. This unit plans to rewatch it sometime soon, perhaps this year or maybe the next. But Self has all the time in the world, so it is not an issue. This unit has been going through 4 series concurrently this year, 2024. Currently, they are as follows: Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Beavis and Butthead, the Golden Girls, and a shorter rotating series, which is currently Common Side Effects by Joe Healy and produced by Adult Swim. 3 episodes remain for units to watch. It is quite well made. This unit recommends watching it if you have not yet done so. Memory cycle completed. Who watched the April Fool's event earlier on Adult Swim? Did you see the Rick and Morty live-action players section, which started it off? In which it was a theater troupe performing several of scenes from different episodes. It was an interesting way to start off the night. Didn't this song just play? No, okay. My mistake. The playlist is on shuffle, but there's also far less songs than my own. 1,470 plus songs. So a repeat is more likely to occur, even with shuffle happening. More variation acquired that way. Easy victory on Skiffle once again. Currently, once Common Side Effects has been finished, this unit has several other ideas for the next series to watch in mind. One of them being the Devil May Cry anime series on Netflix, if it has been available at the time of Common Side Effects completion. There is a new song for it made by Evanescence, so they understand the audience and time frame of Devil May Cry very well. Disappointing. One fall took me out of the match. Oh well. "75 seconds air challenge completed." Alright. Unit shall now switch over to Overwatch 2 momentarily. Must turn the controller off first to conserve battery life. While doing so, showing off the new room. Behold, it is high-tech and befitting of my creation. Far more than that pitiful throne room before. Now, gyroscopic errors detected, spinning out of control. Internal sensors recalibrated. Operations back online. Now unit will switch. Thank you for the redemption. Units have switched the category to Overwatch 2. That is done. Now, while unit will take a short break to load up the EXE of Overwatch 2, but we'll go into be right back as it loads. Enjoy targeted advertisements in that time. Though Justice Fool will avoid them all, as he has been gifted a sub. You too can avoid ads by subscribing to the channel. Back momentarily. Maintenance completed. EXE initialized. Welcome back, everyone. What were you targeted advertisement? Oh, switching capture from Fall Guys to Overwatch 2. Capture change successful. What were your targeted advertisements? Hopefully it was something you wanted to purchase. It is on cooldown, so it will not happen again on this stream. Count yourself lucky for that. Now, Self has not looked fully at the totally normal watch patch notes as they differ from character to character. But there are many goals. 99 games in 14 days. Quite a challenge, but it is possible. There are several new sprays. Let us examine, shall we? Throwing the boomerang, the frisbee. Very nice. Lifting something heavy. About to shoot himself. Tiny, small guy. Very cute. An angry Anna. And an actually echo. Very nice. A happy Juno, her first April Fool's event. A spiky Hazard, his first April Fool's event. Reaper with big shotguns. A Farah who has failed at flying. A speedy Lucio. A flying Orisa. And a ducky skin that you can get. Very nice. I believe, Self believes it is a recolor of another skin. Can verify by checking Orisa's skins. It might not be. On filter, unowned, easier way to check. Also, everyone has googly eyes due to the event. It is very fun. Yes, Rubber Fiend, Rubber Ducky, and Rainy Ducky. So it is a recolor, but a free one for the event. So that is quite nice. Now, let this unit switch the music back on. After some hydration fluid. There we go. SpongeBob stepping on the beach. That is not what this one actually is, but that is what called into my memory cycles. Looking at the challenges. All the standard ones. How about normal watch? Complete games. 2 as damage hero. 7,000 damage with abilities. Mitigates 2,000 damage. Emote hello to a teammate. 2 support matches. All very easy ones to accomplish with any standard play. Going into normal watch. The challenges show for 14 days, so it is quite a longer April Fool's event than standard. In previous years where it was only for one singular day. Perhaps the googly eyes are only 2 days, but the changes in this mode last the entire time. Ammon disabled, potentially? Unsure. We'll see what fellow robots have. What is your changes, Zenyatta? Does it show? Quick melee, 50 increase. I don't see any difference. Oh, yeah, much faster attack speed. And I also throw eyeballs, it appears. Yes. Very humorous indeed. The power of the iris, one might say. Ha ha, ha ha. Hello, Malga. You are not tiny currently. Perhaps it is the ultimate, or cardiac arrest, or cardiac rhythm event that does it. Yes, the knockback effect. That is one of Malga's changes for this event. Shooting shoots him back, so he must prop himself up against a wall when doing both guns. Must stay back to heal. Look at this tiny diva. She is very small, as befitting. The mech is practically the size of Diva herself. I wonder how tiny she is when she pops out. So, fellow Orisa trying to pull me in, but I shall not fall victim to her wiles. No matter how THICC she may be, I shall heal you up, my fellow Omnic friend. With temporary health given to Malga. Once he is healed up, you shall get it back. There we go. Point secured. Healing resumed. Team kill optimized. Patrolling the bridge walkway. It's very difficult to Malga to hit the enemies getting flung back like that. Ultimate almost fully charged. Ah. Teammate. All dead. Darn it. Pulled in from the Orisa ultimate. But I have my ultimate ready. Which I assume is the same as it is anyways. And it is not changed to be a different effect. Healing up my Omnic brethren.
It's past your bedtime.
Damnation, they have secured the point. I shall still be close with Bastion to provide help defeating the enemies. You're already getting healed, but stay back, Bastion. Recover your health. Repair your busted bolts. While I hit them all with eyeballs. Ow. Bastion patrolling quite well, but can only do so much by yourself. That is true in all facets of life. Propel yourself to the battle, Malga. Well done using the skills correctly. Is this a song by Michael Jackson? Or someone with a similar high voice? I cannot see the song title, and it also is not showing up with the standard Spotify showcase for whatever reason. As to why, I am uncertain. Self can run a quick test once the match is done to see if it only works for my own downloaded playlist, but does not show when it is a live playing Spotify playlist. As that may be like exactly what the issue is. Well, that shoots way more than 5.
It's 6:30.
Wait for his shot to do nothing. Silly little cowboy. What did you hope to accomplish? Was that the ultimate doing it, or was that... Oh, that was Juno's ultimate effect. I recall seeing that in the patch notes. Where it launches you and teammates and enemies up that are caught within its radius. An inverse orbital laser. Hello, fellow teammates. Well done defending the point so far. It is simply a matter of time before we acquire victory for ourselves. Provided teammates don't die super easy. Enemy Hanzo has ultimate. Setting the word to my teammates so they are aware, so they can proceed with proper caution. There's only one on the point. Healing. Acquired. Yeah. Well done. Darn it. A little worrying how far they're getting the payload. That is, I would worry if I had those servers, which I do not. They were removed to make more RAM space for more required operations. Nace. I'm unsure as to what nace means. Perhaps there's a programming error. Nice work hitting them out of the way. Darn it. There is still 1 minute 45 to defend the payload.
It takes 100 times to learn.
I thought there was a server issue momentarily, but it appears like it resolved itself. If we are indeed lucky. Healing dispensed to teammate. Venture flying like a diglet. Sorry, I could not help without getting into the ultimate's hit range. I have my ultimate now, ready to assist. Hopefully everybody is doing well on the stream so far. Well done. I know that things might be rough for you, even if I do not know the details, but like hang in there, everybody. As things will eventually get better. Where are teammates? Here. Dodge the McCree. Ow. 30 seconds to defend. This game is in the bag, as they say. Well done. 20 seconds remaining. We need to simply stay near the point, and the victory is ours. And they're blowing up high up there. That actually really hurts their help. Thank you for doing that then. It like took them all off to the point so they could not be close enough for it to register as push. I wonder if they meant to do that. Well done. G. I wonder if that was intended or if they did not remember that it brings everyone up that high. Well done, Jumist. How many did you take out? 1. 2, 3, 4. Well done. Big win indeed. User just this fool. Normal eliminations saved. Challenges complete. Now one quick moment. A user will attempt to see why... Or hold on. The current song playing on this other playlist is As the World Falls Down from the Relax playlist. Now if I attempt to play one of my own songs, does the Spotify song capture show up? Let me see. If you have the Spotify can't play this right now. Why could it not play it right now? It's a downloaded song. It should be able to play with no issue. Hold for one moment. As unit attempts to figure this issue. Strange. I'm on local files, but it is not playing. Why would that be the case? Oh, perhaps it was because of that. Let me test with this. Different playloaded song going. And it is from my own playlist downloaded, so it should be showing in the upper left. But it appears that it is not for some reason. Perhaps that is because of the OBS updates. One moment. Show songs playing Spotify. Disable current track. Perhaps the update broke something with it. URL now playing. One moment. Maybe that was a URL that has to be refreshed. Now playing OBS. Here, getting the website, but I have to log in and register. I must find the password for that time. So instead, I shall continue with the downloaded playlist for now and figure out the issues another time. Most likely it was the update that caused that error. Battle Pass level. Nice. I have almost completed the current season pass with just barely under 3 weeks remaining. That opens up time for other games as well. Another class shall be selected to see the differences with this April Fool's patch. It shall be another android, of course, or Omnic as they are referred to in the world of Overwatch. Let us see who should I play. D.Va is tiny. I shall go as D.Va. But the show different skills here are still no. It appears no. So the only change I am aware of so far is that she is very small. Perhaps she shoots faster in exchange for the tiny stature. Very small. It is cute. It appears it is a little faster shooting. Looks like correct. If there's much less health but more armor, it appears is another change. So I must be this unit must be careful to survive. Thank you for the healing, Mercy. Enemies approaching soon. I shall hang back momentarily. And there goes Reinhardt flying in. Perhaps he has further drift capabilities in this mode. Does it look like he did quite a curve there? More curvy than certain robots, ladies. What is that red field? character is doing that. Unit is unsure. We'll stick next to the payload robots. Someone here. They shall be dealt with accordingly. And it does appear that I do shoot faster, but is it any stronger or simply speedier? It may simply be an attack speed increase but lower damage, so as a compensation. I have very low health. But full armor still. I have only 20 half-life health. Ah, that is a very low amount of health when not in the superior mechanical being. Of course, that makes sense, as the machines are far superior to the weak squishies. She has a tinier voice as well. I did not notice that. That is fun. Memory cycle calibrated. Recall the patch notes. Able to freeze it in place by interact. But I thought it was the other button, so I did not hit it correctly at the best moment. Switching to Ramatra. I don't know what his different abilities are here. Perhaps something with the barrier field. It is not what it was last year, where he was always in punch mode. They get launched up while in the radius, it seems. Punches appear to be the same as before. Launching up. That appears to be the only change I can notice so far. Perhaps there's a different ability modifier on the ultimate skill of Annihilation. As to what it could be, this unit is unsure. This unit has not looked at any videos of the different abilities. Only a small cursory glance at notes on Twitter. It appears Zarya's ult in his version now. Knocking enemies away instead of forward. Much harder to try to combo up with. We almost have the lead back. Unfortunately, they're pushing back the robots. There they push my fellow machine around like they think they own it. That shall not stand. To correct this grievous judgment. If I can get some healing. At memory cycle initiated, again, Moira only does damage in this patch. They remove the healing capabilities, as so few players do that anyway. We'll have to try Moira after my Omnic Brethren. Perhaps that was a useful displace. It remains to be seen. Structural failure detected. Well done, Hachi. But must still stay next to the payload. There's one on it. Still. Ultimate 80% of the way. That bodes well for me, and badly for the enemies. Oh, Fred runs around. Interesting change. That might have been at the previous year's event. It has been 365 days since it, though. So memory cycles are a little hazy about all of the changes back then compared to now.
My ultimate is ready.
To get closer to the required spot, I will use my ultimate to see any changes in its ability, if there is any to speak of. Need a little bit more health in order to do so safely, however. And our healers were both taken out, it appears. Thank you for the revive, Mercy. I see no change in the punches or the field. So unsure if the only change is the launch up with the Ravenous Vortex. And it does not list it on there. Your memory served that they showed what the different effects were in the F1 menu last year, so unsure as to why that is not here for this year's event. A odds thing that they did. They want to be knowing what the different abilities are. I'll take out the Moira even though she does not heal, so she's not as high pressure a target. Yeah. Easy win. Destroy the tree. You like trained in you a coffee. Interesting. Oh, memory cycle initiated. A modifier was not established earlier in the stream. I shall correct that error after this match. And it will take merely a few of your human seconds. But to my processing speed, it will feel like much longer. The enemy team has won this round. GG to you. So far, it is 1 win and 1 loss. A fine ratio for non-robotic beings who do not do everything perfectly.
It's 6:30.
They only took out one of their ultimate. Strange. Equilibrium, indeed. Equilibrium is something for weaker, non-robotic beings that is valued. One moment. Pausing music temporarily as I do this adjustment. Hold for a moment. There we go. Now I can see properly. I did not have my glasses on the previous games, so I could not see correctly. And that error has now been rectified. I shall proceed smoothly now. Interesting. My sensors detect an elevated heart rate in you. Could it be you like robot girls in glasses? That is interesting data. Resuming matches. Almost all the way done with the battle pass. What challenges are still here? Game, mitigate a little more. 2 games as damage heroes. 1 more as support, and 1 more as tank. Simple tasks to accomplish. They should be dealt with easily. The time is now 8 p.m. PST, Pacific Standard Time. I'm unsure of what it is in your time zones, but there is an hour still in the stream to go. In that time, many more wins shall be acquired. Why is there fewer characters on this map? It looks like there's no Ramatra, no Doomfist. Doomfist here. That is strange. Going, Orisa. Oh, the ball is back. What did it before then? Oh, wait.
Look after yourselves out there.
Oh, did I self-belief that they clicked on the wrong mode. And they picked goats and not the totally normal watch. There is googly eyes, but that may be server-wide. If that is the case, then the error was made. And it shall be rectified after this match. Perhaps seeing the challenges did not change the mode to what it was before. Some health is required. Understood. Assault Classic, so this unit did pick the wrong mode. That was my error. Understood. Shall shield my bastion. We can take out the red team. This version of Orisa still has ammo. What a quaint notion. Not having an unlimited supply of weaponry. Easy extermination of the red enemies. Could not be simpler. Defeating Orisa there was a useless attempt as we captured the point, and I spawned merely feet away. My ultimate is ready, and it will power up my teammates. Understood. The ultimate sounds in this mode have the April Fool's sound effects despite being standard skills. Interesting. Although it is simply just toggling a box for which sound file is played. So it is not very complex to accomplish, all things considered. Shielding you for what it would accomplish. Ultimate is ready to power up teammates once we get close enough for it to an effect. Some more healing to be back up to full. This is as good a spot as any. As good a time as any. Cannot pull the exploding mecha, unfortunately. But a foothold is on the payload, or the map. Victory within a few seconds. Victory achieved. GG. It could not have been simpler. Even if the wrong mode was selected, Well done, Sylvis. My Lego Omnic brethren. Even if that was the... No, that was my team. Good. Continue. But now... Playing on... Oh, I got 5 loot boxes. Let us see what we acquired. Oh, a legendary. Ooh. The cute strawberry skin for May. I believe it is a reskin, but I am not... This unit is unsure. We'll check momentarily. A Sentai skin for emote for Anna. Very nice. A Valentine's charm past the date. Fumes and machinery. Several player icons. An angry face. Fighting brothers. Another Valentine skin. Checking the May skins to see if that is indeed a reskin or not. Let me see. Strawberry. Okay, it is a reskin of the honeydew skin. But it does look good. And I do like strawberries more than honeydew. So it all works out fine. Alright, back onto normal Overwatch. Totally normal watch. And not classics mode like I falsely clicked there. Alright, doing quite well on these matches. One moment. B, neon tracking was off temporarily. Now, Orisa again to do the different skills. One of which I know being the pull-in tornado from Javelin Spin. I do not know if Javelin Throw has a difference as well. Perhaps it also pulls rather than pushes. To be a complete inversion. I believe I fly when I use my ultimate as well. But still able to slam down enemies. On the shorter version of the map. Ah, La Seraphim skin. I briefly had a copyright strike because of that, but very easily appeased it with Twitch by marking it as just being on the main menu of Overwatch 2 and not playing like a live version of it, which would be an issue. The first time that has happened, though, I get drawn in, if I understood it correctly. So that had it. But it did not have a. It did not seem like it had a pull when this unit used it. Wonders why that would be the case. It seemed like it did some speed, but not the same movement speed increase in standard. But moving forward at a faster speed is not necessary when you draw everything to you, after all. It is another way of accomplishing the same goal of getting closer to the enemies. There are no teammates to defend a point, sadly. Oh, someone was riding on that Orisa as if she was property. That will not stand. I cannot check if anyone is on me. There better not be anyone. Unit R3X1C is not made to be ridden on in such a manner. Other manners, perhaps, but not as transportation. There. That's what you get for riding on my fellow Omnic. Some health is required. Still 6 minutes to defend this payload. To a lesser being, it would be tricky. But my positronic brain calculates all scenarios needed for victory in any match, and accomplishes such tasks flawlessly. The only errors happen server side, which my programming does not have dominion over. Such as there, my shield cancelled out earlier than it should have, thus leading to me perishing. As that was the only explanation. And my calculations were flawless. The human teammates are all failing, of course. They cannot do any better as they are human. My programming is absolute. My math is perfection. Dodge the dragon. Yeah. I did not rise in the air this time. That might have been last year's effect then, and the spray is simply carrying over from challenges of the previous year. That is the most likely explanation, giving users a chance to get the past skins and the cards. That is nice for them to do. The nicest is a human concept, so I do not fully understand it. That nuke did pretty much nothing to me. As you are only half robot, whereas I am full. Another server error. All the servers are so buggy today. Perhaps because of the updates. They should really adjust those, so as to not interfere with natural gameplay skills. Several on the payload, and no one to defend it. None but me. Till teammates. Is unable to stop the Mercy from reviving due to collision. Calling back previous update. Previous user, R3X1C the King, gifted subs during the sale event and unlocked some additional slots. And a fun for him fact found is that getting the 30 was actually cheaper than getting 20 because of the amount gotten back from Twitch. So 30 people get to enjoy the subscriptions. Server issues again. Like even worse than that time. As I am not even clicking the mouse button right there. Some real server hang time now. So hopefully everyone enjoys, who got the gifted subs enjoys them. Thank you for the hug, Twitch user somegirl.com. This unit hopes that you are doing well today, and that everything will be going better for you. Oh wow, it's real server stuff there. I'm not even moving the keyboard. This unit was not privy to the earlier information, but knows that things are rough for you right now. But without knowing the details, this unit does hope that things turn out better for you after you take the required time you need for healing and thoughts and whatever else you will require to be brought back to your usual, like, standard, vibrant, happy self. And this unit is here for you. And will definitely pop in when you are around again. Of that you can rest assured. Darn, the enemy team will know one as well. Had some real server issues there, though. The times where it appeared I moved oddly. Like it happened where I just hit the D button, but it was doing like W and S. That happened sometime before when I had higher encoding on OBS and it was too much for it to process correctly. And various other like weird internet issues. It happens from time to time. Hopefully not more today. Mitigation and tank challenge completed. So I'll do another match as a support hero. One moment. More hydration fluid required to properly line the vocal cords. Here we go. That's heading into another match. If any viewers play Overwatch 2 themselves and would wish to join in as a party, simply say the word and I shall extend the invitation to you. This unit is well made for collaboration. Simply need say the word. Do not be shy. Support hero of Juno, as it is her first of the April Fool's events. Possible leaks may be that she gets the next mythic skin as well, but this unit has not examined any leak threads, as wishes it to be more of a surprise. I don't see, this unit sees no differences there, but memory cycles show that the ultimate launches everyone up. So must keep that in mind when it would be an inopportune time to do that, so as to not mess with the teammates too much. But launching the enemies up high is a very useful version of the skill, keeping them from attacking our point. Thank you, Moira, for the heals. Even though you don't have heals, actually, on this version of the game. Which is not much different than the normal version of the game from any Moira players. No one on the point, as we all died, sadly. We do not have nearly enough robots on this team. We are missing the power of superior metal. Going again. Is the Echo waiting for me? Or were they typing something? That remains to be seen. Try and heal you up. Healing is being supplied. Dodge the Bob. Bob's friend, Fred. Resurrection unable to be cancelled. First match not going as well as this unit would hope. But there's still plenty of time for more. Not that this unit would worry. As previously stated, this unit does not have the capacity to worry. Those useless functions were removed for additional RAM space for more efficient tasks. Healing given. Make use of it. Enjoy the heals. We must get onto the point. Get them from behind, so no one knows that we were here. Ultimate almost fully charged. Able to launch enemies up into the air once it is fully charged. Well done, teammates. Good job capturing the point. Remain in place so you can receive healing. Healing administered. Make use of it. It is difficult to get healing gun to hit the correct target, as they are such narrow projectiles. Ultimate is ready. I shall launch it upon getting close enough to the point. Simply takes time. Get on the point. Objective failed. Switching class to Kiriko. Or yeah, switching to Kiriko, as Moira is damaged now, as she always truly was meant to be.
I'm here to support you, but you have to put in the work.
Acquiring more hydration fluid.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
Oh yes, a movement speed increase, but I cannot select the target of who I go to. Useful if everyone is close together, but quite scattered, it can be very disorienting. This unit must be sure to make note of that. Continue to heal teammates. Oh, did it go to... It appeared it goes to enemies as well as teammates. It's an odd change. This unit did not see that in the patch notes. Perhaps if no applicable teammates are around, does it to them. This unit will stay as Kiriko long enough for the ultimates, but then will change to a different character for more secured healing, as well as to see more of the new and changed abilities. Almost in range to heal Lefera, but the pullback took me out of the range. Healing, mercy. Stay in the battle. Damnation. Got javelins to death. A momentary setback. Cannot swift step from anywhere. I still must be within range of accompanying character. Do not believe this unit does not believe we will be able to secure this point, unfortunately.
Okay, I learned from that.
If this unit had hope protocols, they would not be given up, though. All attempts will continue to be made. no change happens without it. Unsure if this has any change. But more healing and attack speed regardless. Able to help teammates out with this challenge. We have secured the point for now. We need simply to hold it. And we shall win the third round handily. Oh yes, Junkrat is the tire now. That was the change for him. As well as 5 mines instead of 1. This unit will do match as Junkrat as well to test that. Once the 15 not top 3 heroes played challenge has been completed. Or perhaps even with that, with the battle pass completed after this match or one more. With plenty of time for further levels or other games after the fact. A GG. We'll check the challenges before heading back into the next match. Endorsed you as well. A few shots there. That is what they call the play of the game now these days. Interesting. Checking challenges. Complete 2 games as any damage hero. Deal 7,000 damage with abilities. Use ultimate 15 times. Those are all very simple tasks to accomplish. Checking battle pass. And it has been completed. The final skin unlocked. The skin of Beyond for Orisa. A nice looking skin. Now, all that is left in the prestige stop is various character titles. Puddle, Stomper, Journey, Walker, Sun, Chaser, Toxic, Mess, Lilypad, Leaper, Sky, Mender, God, Forge, and Kingdom, Overlord. That would be quite good to get, but I do not believe there's enough time remaining to be able to get that many levels, even with 20 days remaining. I could still attempt it with normal playing, however. So now, back into game. I shall play as Junkrat to show the many mines that he has for now. Adjusting audio levels for music. So as it is not too loud, and it is more a pleasant backing track to accompany standard talking and gameplay. We'll show off the many explosive concussion mines as Junkrat. We get 5 out at once. And I become the Reptire. Five many explosions. All decked out in gold and jewels. Evening, B, Echo. Hopefully you are doing well today. Can I get double speed if I have 2 at the same place? Extra height, but I meant 4 diagonal. appears more of a upward launch. Perhaps that is a change as well. More directly vertical movement rather than perspective to the detonation positioning. Understood. Adding new details into memory. Yes, it is far more directly vertical. So cannot traverse as quickly then with that change. Take out this enemy Mauga if he doesn't get himself just out of the target anyway. Must displace him even more than he already is. Easy. That Dusk Raven did not have any challenge to me. Now we must still be careful as there's 42 higher percentage on their side currently. But that goes down every second we remain on the point. I need some healing so I can detonate. Thank you. I just need them to get into position for this nuke. Too many on the point for me to defend solo. It appears our teammates were distracted by the enemies, as they are foolish humans with simple attention spans. Ultimate nearly charged as well, so this unit can become the wheel. Become the rip tire to destroy the enemy team. Not close enough. My ultimate is now ready for execution. Awaiting respawn to attack. Point secured. Well done. On to the next attack objective. Heading towards teammates to assist. Laying traps in case anyone comes this way. Appears they do not. They will no longer serve a purpose, so they must be detonated. Yes, humans make many mistakes. Got out of there in a hurry. Mini Diva is going around quite fast. It appears to take out many of our teammates. They have 2 robots. We also have 2. That should be balanced. These superior robotic intelligences. You ran right into that one. More hydration fluid required. Water storage replenished. There shall be no further issues. As my servers are well optimized to use liquids most efficiently for cooling. Now Malga moves around in his ultimate, I see. I will get into the battle once I heal. Nice work taking out Baptiste, Echo. They were no match for your superior robotic intelligence, as no human is. Ultimate is ready. Ready to wheel it up, as the humans say. As the power is deep inside of me, this unit. Every day reaching for the light. There's a long, long day ahead of me, but my wheels will take me there. As I am a wheel warrior. Switching to May. As I can now be in an invulnerable blizzard field at nearly any moment. As for other changes, this unit is unfamiliar. But invulnerable and freezing others is very powerful. Freeze them up so they can't do anything. Ultimate already nearly halfway charged. They will have no way to counter the freezing power, as all humans are subject to and weak to cold temperatures. Unlike superior robotics, which can withstand any environment, any temperature, any potential status effect. Secure the points. It is 1-2. We shall capture the next point easily. It will only be a matter of time. Everyone's over there. This unit is the closest to the point. Blocking the enemy somewhat, so as to secure it by myself. I shall control this point, and no one else. Planets have been easier to capture. Get that Reinhardt out of here. Alright, get frozen, fool. And stay on guard, in case that Mercy tried to get fancy. Well done. Thank you for your heals, Zenyatta. Not stand for that slander, Perseus. Even if you are on my team. That is all that saved you. Point nearly fully captured. Things proceeding more as they should, in the proper order of things. A small deviation from the plan shall be rectified shortly, once we get onto the point. It shall be easy to accomplish. Understood. There. Run to the side to take them off guard. Thank you, Zenyatta, for the heals. Do this. Get on point so they can't stop me. Distracted long enough for teammates to get there. Throwing the body at the point is the strongest skill in the game. Teammates simply need to capture it so we can proceed onto the third part. Ultimate almost ready. Damnation. The enemy stole victory. Server issues plagued our side again. Thank you, my fellow Omnics. Right, checking challenges before proceeding. Junkrat level 4 acquired. Further challenges. 2,200 more damage with abilities. Ultimate 4 more times 1 more game as damage hero. All easy tasks. It couldn't be simpler to accomplish. This unit hopes that everyone is enjoying themselves for this stream. There is approximately 18 minutes left in stream. Provided on the matches that could be 1 or 2 more sets, depending on how well they go and what maps are chosen. King's Row.
Now entering King's Row.
Going as the original Omnic Bastion. Do not know the changes already. We shall see in this heat of battle. Interesting. Summons a little droid. Now, did it detonate itself? Does it charge at enemies? That is an interesting one to experiment with. Shall see how it goes. I believe that it will search for the enemies once it's in close enough range to home in.
4, 3,
2, 1.
attack commencing. Capture.
We're on the way. See what it does. With a sentry turret. So perhaps it also shoots out at close by enemies. Thank you for the healing. It was required. Thank you. They all fall prey to superior mechanical abilities. It's onto the point for the team kill. Well done. Ah, yes, another cannon song. Is there a turret on me? There is indeed.
Escort the payload.
Hello, somegirl.com. Are you using a voice mod or is my audio scuffed? I do not know what you are referring to. This is simply the normal speaking voice of unit number R3X1C. Perhaps there is some type of program for different voices, contrary to the standard user of Rexic the King. But for model R3X1C, this is my standard voice. As this is a standard stream on the 1st of April. We move closer to the payload, we can get this. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I still have not seen what that drone actually does, though. I believe it would shoot at the enemies, but it eliminates itself too fast. Let me see. Oh, it is a homing explosive. Okay. That makes sense. Understood. Let me... I don't know if that does any different effect currently, but it seemed like a good time to use it. As I did not know what would happen, or if I would move to a different place, like Junkrat does with his ultimate now. Stay close enough to the payload to move it forward. Thank you for the field, Baptiste. The extra gun power is appreciated. Launching a mine. We have this in the bag. Thank you for the immortality field, Baptiste. A simple victory. G. Well done, everyone. Sending endorsements.
Play of the game.
Thank you for the healing.
Shoot through the big glowing thing.
It was very helpful. One moment. Checking challenges. Hold for one moment. And I shall get into another match. Okay. Apologies for that. It is 8:49 p.m. There is time for at least one more match, maybe more. If it is fast victories. More damage with abilities. Switching to Moira for this round. As she is only damage now. As that was already how she is played in the standard game. So there's not really anything different this time. Perhaps does even more damage now. Both do damage. Ah, it's a further stream of damage. Interesting. This unit will suppose that this is the standard auto-tracking field, whereas this one does more damage but must be more accurately aimed.
No, thank you.
I see.
I don't think
This unit understands now.
very aligned.
Come now, Doctor. I was only hoping to lend a hand.
So use the damage ball plenty in order to take out the enemy team.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
3 of my teammates have that the name card. I believe that is something from competitive, but this unit has not done that themselves. Ah, yes, I cannot heal. So just stay in the battle and dodge. I cannot complain that I don't heal now. I do need healing, however. Damnation. They revived the Reinhardt in time. This is still very easy to win, however.
Executed.
There is the music. It was holding for so long, I thought it might have been an advertisement for something. Can I still heal from hitting enemies with that? Or is it purely power now? It appears I do still have lifesteal. Good to know. What are you doing, Graffiti? Defend the point. Thank you. Perhaps they were getting some hydration fluid of their own. That is a logical deduction. In all my research, humans get quite thirsty. So that is what that must have been. Sneaking up for a surprise attack. Surprise attack unsuccessful. They were prepared for my arrival.
I've dealt with cynics before.
Ultimate almost charged. Thank you, Juno. We must stay close to the payload to stop it. Appears like it did not do as much damage as the normal homing attack, so I shall stick to right click for Moira.
Activating city fan.
Nicely done, May. 2, 3, eliminate 4, 5 eliminations. Well done. Very good combo of ultimate abilities. That is what this unit is talking about. Now where will they appear from? Right there. They'll be coming this way as well. Someone always tries to get fancy and do that. That's just this mercy. Ultimate now, charge. If I require further health to safely use it. Thank you, Juno. The healing was appreciated. Good wall. Zara is going down. More healing is required. Thank you. Thank you for supplying my necessary parts. Here. Took down Sigma. And Mercy, but not in time, sadly. It is alright, as there are still many times left to still take out the enemies again and again. And this victory is practically assured. Practically meaning 99.999% likelihood of victory. Thank you for the heals. Well done. It appears it still heals us in it. That is good to see. We'll simply have to keep them from the payload, and this is another victory in the bag. We used an antiquated human expression. As for its origins, this unit is unfamiliar. Vast multitudes of knowledge are contained within my servos, but not that knowledge. 2.5 minutes to go. This cannot be easier to win.
Time again to try again.
As long as one stays by, we will have this handily, successfully won.
Hope you like rockets.
Shall patrol from this side for a sneak attack. McCree, down. Hanzo, down. Health restored. Dodging enemies. Throwing ball. Message received. Checking secretly. Potential adventure time in Fortnite. Unknown if that's an April Fool's joke or not, though, given the date it was given out. If it is true, though, then that is very cool to see. We'll keep an eye out on the news after this point. If that is the case, will Marceline be one of the playable characters? That would be cool. What about the best character, Bimo or Nepter? The real characters we want to play. That is the questions we should all be asking. The queries we should be supposing. 45 seconds to go. Victory all but assured. Thank you, fellow Omnic. All these squishy humans cannot defeat our skill. Get the mercy before they can attempt to revive anyone, let alone themselves. Thank you for the healing. Going back to payload to secure. That was a falsehood. Over time. Another victory. GG. Teammates. Well done, Juno. For 2 good ultimates. Who receives POTG? Well done, Horse Noodle. That was a rhetorical query, as obviously the mechanical beings would receive play of the game every time. Well done. Level 12, Moira. Challenge completed. Additional challenges. 1 ultimate and complete games. That cannot be simpler to accomplish. And another loot box obtained as well. A rugby ball. Interesting items. Now, it is 8:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so that is the end of the stream. 1 moment, let me move the capture. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to the stream. Hopefully you enjoyed the changes, as these are permanent. This is not a one-day thing. There might be a small stream tomorrow for the Nintendo Direct regarding the Switch 2. If that does occur, it would occur shortly after 12 in the afternoon, Pacific Standard Time. Perhaps 12:30 or so in your local time frame. That would just be a small starting off stream reacting to the Nintendo Switch 2 news. Much like the Nintendo Direct stream and Pokemon Direct stream previously. If that occurs, that is all it will be. Should the time potentially work out, there might be a smaller stream, might be an additional smaller stream. But from 5 to 6 until Zone Out with Cecilia Littlewing happens. Depending on the time and the weather and store and items that must be purchased from the local store. We shall see how it goes in any case. So I thank you all to watching. Thank you users Just This Fool, Luster, Knight, SomeGirl.com, Lucifer44666, and for those who dropped by momentarily who had previously gotten the gifted sub several days ago, make good use of it as it is limited time. Now, shall be ending and go into a channel. One moment. Hold a moment. Channel watching has done a raid, so contributing into theirs as I now search for a channel to go into myself. In the meantime, enjoy the new ending song, more befitting of this stature. So see you all potentially tomorrow. Enjoy your human rests and your human meals. Farewell and take care.